I came to Belmont on my own terms. I came here for me, for my future, for the education that I would receive. This was my time. I would be lying if I didn't admit that when I arrived on Belmont's campus that August day, almost 4 years ago, I was focused on what this undergraduate experience would mean for me. I know this sounds selfish, and quite frankly, it was. But I promise this story has redemption, because as I look back on these past 4 years, what I see is that the story isn't really about me. This story is about this community, this city, and beyond. It's about the ways in which the Lord has used and shaped my passions and talents to weave together a narrative of growth and purpose to serve his kingdom. I suppose we should start at the beginning, Wright Hall. I found myself that first August in a dorm, surrounded by 250 women, many of whom, unbeknownst to me at the time, would become not only my dearest friends, but also the ones who inspired my journey to where I am today. These were the individuals who would continue the difficult and enlightening conversations outside the classroom. These were the ones who would share in the celebrations and times of sorrow. These were the ones who gave me my first glimpse into authentic, vulnerable, and intentional Christian community. It was this group of women who inspired me to spend the following year serving as a spiritual life assistant, working alongside a residence life and university ministries to foster Christian community in the same dorm that I had lived in the previous freshman year. During this time, I recognized the power of words and of story, and I transitioned to my current major, communications. I had realized that often the most important aspect is simply showing up in the sorrow, heartache, joy, stress, frustration, and celebration. It's the awareness of the needs of others and empathy that developed lasting relationships with the women that I served and the team I served alongside. And it was this time of intentional community development and service that led to a desire to spend 4 months studying abroad, focusing on personal and spiritual growth. As theologian Dietrich Bonhoeffer shares in his work entitled Life Together, to engage in community, an individual needs to also tend to self-reflection and spiritual growth. My time in St. Andrews, Scotland allowed me the balance of self and community I needed to refresh and be inspired by the new cultures and individuals that I encountered. When I found myself once again on Belmont's campus, I was thrilled to immerse myself again in this community. I quickly realized, however, that with a mere 9 months left, it was time to discover how my undergraduate experiences, education, and passions converged, and how best they could serve the needs of the Nashville community and beyond. Courses in communications, social work, religion, and business all led to the discovery of a passion for education, specifically as it relates to underprivileged students. Today, here in Nashville, 71% of students enrolled in public schools receive free and reduced lunches. And in communities like North Nashville, 3 out of 4 of these students are entering middle school with reading levels below national averages. So as I explained to individuals that I'm pursuing a career within education here in Nashville, I see some faces mixed with confusion, wondering how the former business major turned corporate communications student will be working within urban public schools. But as I look back on my undergraduate career, I see so clearly how the Lord has been delicately unfolding and writing my narrative. It's not so much about us, as it is about the journey in which we are becoming servants for this rich and glorious kingdom. You see, I'm not quite where I imagined that I would be. The Lord has used my time here at Belmont to refine my skills and passions to write a story that is bigger than just myself. And I am sincerely grateful for the past 4 years and look forward to the coming years in which our narratives continue to unfold. Thank you.